Okay, we need to talk about the nitrogen cycle. It's among the most complicated cycles that we need to remember. It has complex terminology and chemical formulas that we need to have memorized and ready to use. All right. Now, majority of our nitrogen or majority of our atmosphere, over 70% is nitrogen. Okay. So nitrogen is required by living things because of deoxyribonucleic acid, right? DNA. Nitrogen is a key component in that, and that's required for us to continue to grow, for all organisms to reproduce. So, how do we get this nitrogen in the air to organisms, and how does it cycle? Well, nitrogen can be fixed through nitrogen fixation, a conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia, or in our chart, ammonium, okay, by bacteria in the roots of legumes or other plants, or lightning. So when lightning strikes, it can convert nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, into ammonia or ammonium, and it can be fixed by bacteria. So this is step one. Now, once we get in here, we get to a complicated cycle. Next step is called nitrification because NH3 ammonia or ammonium is not usable by organisms at this present time, or at least non-bacterial organisms. Nitrification is the conversion of ammonia to nitrate and nitrite, NO2 minus, and then to nitrate, NO3 minus. This is a two-step process that we must have memorized. You must know these terms: nitrite, nitrate, and ammonia or ammonium. And this happens through performance by bacteria. We convert this ammonia and ammonium to nitrate. Okay, ammonium goes through this two-step process. You see nitrification here twice. I want you to know that there are two pathways once we have nitrates. All right, nitrification. We have denitrification, where we spit this right back into the atmosphere. It was all for nothing, right? Denitrification. Okay. Nitrates are returned to the atmosphere by anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria, bacteria that don't require oxygen. And boom. All right. Spits it right back out. Or they get assimilated into our organic matter, which is great for us. That's how we survive, right? We need this to reproduce and for life to continue to exist. Okay. Now, we also have another step here called ammonification. It's very similar to nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation, remember, through bacterial fixation or through lightning fixation, creates ammonia, NH3, or ammonium, NH4+. But let's say these trees, this cow dies, this organic matter can go back and convert into ammonium or ammonia through ammonification. Okay, organic nitrogen to NH3. From there, it can return to a nitrate form through nitrification and then return to organic matter through assimilation or through denitrification. Now, these are all essential. They must be memorized, the names, and they're very similar. Nitrogen fixation, nitrification. It sounds similar. Assimilation, ammonification, denitrification. But it requires practice, 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 and these must be memorized as well.